Everyone all right? Yeah. Lovely. I'm Jake, and I've done this sort of thing before, so don't panic. It normally goes all right. We'll see. It's a new act competition, so I feel like I would start by proving that I have done this before by reading you a review, if that's okay. It's my first ever review. I'm quite proud of it. So here we go, right? I could listen to his jokes all day and still not laugh once. What? That's that. From The Guardian, though. Pretty good. Nice to mention. I mean, not the newspaper, just my mum. But there we are. You guys ever had parents? Yeah, cool. I have a very middle-class upbringing. We didn't so much have knife crime, like the last fellow was talking about. My dad always had a knife on him, but his justification was because a man can never know when he may be called upon to chop up a pork pie. That was sort of my background. Made me wonder, like, how many pork pies is he receiving of a day against his will that he thought, I've got a tool up here. I saw him over Christmas, and he told me that he was trying to learn Italian, and I thought, oh, that's really good. Do you want me to get you, like, Rosetta Stone or something for Christmas? And he went, no, don't worry about that. I found someone to practice with. And I went, all right, who do you know speaks Italian? And he went, well, I say someone. Basically, I've changed the language settings on the dishwasher. So it's fascinating, man. I don't live, my parents live down in Dorset. I don't live there anymore. I live up in London, which is fine. I'm sure many of you live here as well. Has anyone ever had to live with someone that they don't really like? Yeah. I'm talking about like a housemate that you sort of met on, not your spouse, not trying to split anyone up. I live with a guy who is a born-again fundamentalist Christian. Ooh, it's packs of fun. That in itself is not a problem. Like, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I mean, he thinks the world is 5,000 years old, the Bible is fact, and gay marriage is a sin. So it's troubling. But I would say probably the worst thing about him is he never does his washing up. That's what really pisses me off day to day. Like, recently, he told me that he didn't really believe in evolution. And I said to him, there's all the evidence you need for evolution growing in the wok at the moment. Like, 2 more days, last week's pad thai is going to gain sentience and start worshipping you. Like, it's disgusting. But he learned, this is true, right? He learned to wash up from the Bible. True story. We all know the parable of Noah's Ark, right? That's when God saw that the world was unclean. So he snapped into action immediately and left the earth to soak for 40 days and 40 nights. Till his housemate got annoyed and washed it for him. That was... He's all right. I feel like I worry that my priorities are a bit skewed. That I sort of argue with the washing up more than I do his regressive views, you know. But it's just like a quiet life, really, you know. I struggle with sort of keeping up with my own ethics. You know what I mean? Like, I would really love for him to see sense and like maybe go on a pride march or something. But I prefer him to wash the colander. That's sort of. Do you know what I mean? I think it's important. It's tricky. I worry I'm a coward and I don't stand up to him enough. Like, another sort of ethic that I struggle to keep up with is I'm a big fan of the Sex Pistols. Love the Sex Pistols. Woo! Smash the monarchy. Eat the rich. That sort of stuff. Love all that. Lovely. I bought a Sex Pistols T-shirt to show everyone how much I like the Sex Pistols, and then I spilt red wine on it. So it's a big stain. I don't wear it anymore. Do you know what I mean? There's too much. Doesn't add up to be like, I am the Antichrist. Oh no, my Malbec. You know, it's just not quite there. I think I'm jealous. I'm jealous of my housemate because he has a real sense of purpose in life. You know, he believes there's a meaning to it. I'm just sort of floating around, not really knowing what's going on. I'd like I think maybe purpose is a word that's used too often. Like, I got an email recently from Exeter Airport, right? A building sent me an email. Imagine, that's the modern world we live in. My dad's dishwasher can speak 20 languages. His fridge is on Twitter. It's amazing. Anyway, this Exeter Airport, it sent me an email saying Exeter's purpose-built airport is now flying internationally. Great. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, I'm fascinated by the phrase purpose-built airport. Because the only logical inference of that is that someone in Exeter once built an airport by accident. And now they feel it's important to differentiate between them. Like, don't go to the wrong one. Don't know. We've all made mistakes at work, haven't we? You know, you don't want to get in trouble, so you just try and hide it. I like to think like maybe there was a guy, he was meant to be building a school, and he slipped at the last minute, accidentally built a bureau de change. I'd be in so much trouble. And he just thought, I'll steer into the skid now. I'll just do a baggage reclaim and a runway. Tell me if I'm going to do it. It'll be fine. If you've never flown from Exeter Airport, I would recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You get this is quite small. It's what's referred to as a boutique airport. You get announcements over the tannoy like, could all passengers please make their way to gate 1? Obviously, there's only one gate. Once through the gate, close it behind you so the cows don't get out. That's what they say. I mean, I say airport. It's a man in a field with a trampoline and a dream. That's what it is. Doing all right. My parents are fine, really. They were quite sort of experimental, I would say, with their parents. Like, I'm the youngest of 3, so I feel like they got their 2 safeties. You know, like a film director who's got 2 good takes in the can. They're like, you know, we've got our 2 safeties. Just have fun with a 3rd one. You know. I wonder what a toddler would look like with a perm, that sort of thing. In the interest of, or in the spirit of experimentalism, sort of the worst thing they ever did was when I was 6, right, and I lost my first tooth. My dad told me about the tooth fairy, and I thought, oh, this is exciting, I'm going to earn a bit of cash. So I put the tooth on my pillow, hoping to earn some money. And what my dad did instead during the night was he did not swap the tooth for a shiny 50 pence. What he did instead was he got a little piece of tin foil, he shredded it up, he then spread it all over the kitchen floor, and then when I came down in the morning for breakfast, he told me our cat had eaten the tooth fairy. It's generally true story. Anyway, thanks very much. Bye.